Greetings everyone, this is me again, Zahra Jawad. Uh, I have to do some mental gymnastics, or the Shias have done, and on this Surah Nur ayats. So going there, let's see, how is the sound here? Testing sound. Just a minute please, I have to put on, just check if booster is on sound. Okay, start from here. Firefox. So you have been most checked. What's this? Alema verse. Where is it? Ali Imran verse. You are now the best people brought forth for mankind, the guidance and reform of mankind. You enjoin what is right and forbid what is wrong. Let me just put the mic on. According to Quran ayats, now not our own views, you can have many views, but this is plain to see. You enjoin what is right and forbid what is wrong and believe in Allah. So if you're going to say that it's good to learn, I don't want to just kind of pick on Salahuddin, but there are many Muslims maybe thinking that we are learning here. But somewhere you have to make a decision, like Prophet Muhammad made a decision, and then you have to abide by that decision that Prophet Muhammad made with full submission. So you also enjoin, you are the best people who enjoin what is right and forbid what is wrong. And believe in Allah. Had the people of the book believed, it were better for them. Some of them are believers, but most of them are transgressors. So this ayat in Surah Ali Imran verse 110, you can see that you have to distinguish. That's why Furqan is given to you. Again, Surah Furqan is there, and Surah Ali Imran verse 104, and let there be from you a nation inviting to all that is good, enjoining what is right and forbidding what is wrong, and those will be the successful. Salahuddin is here. Wa alaikum assalam, Salahuddin. Thank you so much. Salahuddin says, Salam. Inshallah, you are all good. Thank you for the learning you provided. I'm most honored, humbly overwhelmed, and thank you for the questions you put forth here in statements about Islam, which are really helping me. So I'm much grateful for that. Learning, yes, but as like I said, brother, that enjoining good, we have to distinguish. You are the best of people. You have to distinguish. And if you're learning, once you become a judge, what do? Right? You have to make a decision, and the people there in the court have to abide by the decision that you have made, where it concerns justice to be done, right? Justice upheld. Like, for example, in another ayat, we are told that Prophet Muhammad, in your disputes, Prophet Muhammad is the judge. Prophet is is the judge and will decide for you with the, and you have to submit with the full submission. Taslima. I hope this opens your mind and you can see it, that this is a false religion. Prophet is the judge, submit with full submission to him. What is the verse? Surah Nisa. Let's see. 65. By your Lord, they will never be true believers. Yes, this is always a good opportunity to learn. Open your mind and come out of brainwashing, lopsided mental gymnastics. Also, Surah Nisa verse 65. But no, by your Lord, they will not truly believe until they make you, O Muhammad, judge concerning that over which they dispute among themselves. So if someone is disputing, you have to be the judge. Prophet Muhammad is the judge. When he was alive, he was the judge. Quran ayahs say this. This is not a hadith. Among themselves, and then find within themselves no discomfort from what you have judged, and submit in full willing submission. So regarding this, if you have anything to say, please let me know. So when you become a judge, you have to judge right from wrong, false from truth, falsehood from truth. You see, you cannot remain in neutral gear. So this, let's go by the Quran rules and the Quran ayats. Now we have here a multilingual Quran, Surah Nur ayats, but the commentary is important. Here it says under 11th ayat of Surah Nur, the Shia commentary, Al Bayt Digital Islamic Library Project, the Noble Quran, Quran al-Majid. Okay? So under this ayat, 11th ayat, those who brought forward the lie are a body among yourselves. Think it not an evil to you. On the contrary, it is good for you. Right? To every man among them will come the punishment of the sin that he earned, and to him who took on himself the lead among them will be a penalty grievous. So this was regarding Aisha, slander spread around against Aisha, but the particular incident, now I'm reading the commentary. The particular incident referred to here occurred on the return from the defensive expedition of the Bani Mustalik in 5 to 6 Hijrah. At one of the halts, Aisha, the Holy Prophet's wife, withdrew from the camp to cleanse herself in the nearby desert. There she lost her necklace. As it was dark, there she took time to discover it. In the meantime, the march was ordered. As her litter was veiled, it was not noticed that she was not in it. When she returned to the camp, she could do nothing but wait. She fell asleep. Next morning, she was found by Safwan, who had been left behind to pick up anything inadvertently left behind. He put her on his camel and brought her, leading the camel on foot. This episode furnished some malicious enemies of the Holy Prophet, particularly the hypocrites, with an opportunity to raise a scandalous storm in order to hurt the feelings of the Holy Prophet. The ringleader among them was the chief of the Medina hypocrites, Abdullah ibn Ubay. Mista, her uncle, also helped him, meaning also helped Abdullah ibn Ubay in this scandalous slander against Aisha. Ibn Ubay is referred to as the man who took on himself the lead among them to spread the scandal. Ali ibn Abu Talib knew that it was an obvious lie, as said in verse 12, concocted to hurt the Holy Prophet. So he asked Buraira, the maid of Aisha, to tell the mischief makers the truth about her mistress. On Buraira's report, the scandal was diffused. For verse 13 of verse 4, Mista, remember Mista now, who was in this part of this scandal, Mista was a Sahabi, companion of the Holy Prophet, but because of his role in the incident, he was punished. He was what? He was punished by the Holy Prophet because of his role in this incident. He was punished by the Holy Prophet. It shows that every Sahabi was not righteous. According to Allah's law in the law, 4 witnesses have to be produced, even if the accusation is true. But he was punished. People may think it is an insignificant matter to speak lightly of something which damages a person's character or reputation. But with Allah, it is most serious. It is a most serious matter in all cases, particularly when it involves the honor and reputation of pious men and women. Dissemination of scandalous news and gossip is a widespread social evil. In modern times, it is carried out through books and magazines. For thorough purification, see commentary of Azab, verse 33, and for partial purification, verse 26 of this surah. Verse 22 refers to Abu Bakr, the father of Aisha, and Mista, his cousin. Abu Bakr was giving ample means by Allah. He used to support Mista, but after this incident, he withdrew his help. According to the highest standards of Islamic ethics, as said in this verse, a truly generous patron should not, in personal anger, withdraw his support even from a delinquent if he is in need. So Mista, Abu Bakr was supporting Mista. He needed support. The general application holds good for all time, even for delinquents. You know what are delinquents? Criminals, minor criminals. Their age is, they're minors. But they do crimes and all this. The general application holds good for all time. Those who desire that Allah should forgive their faults must be forgiving and merciful in their dealings with men who have wronged themselves. It goes on saying, why did, so look at this, 12 verse. Why did not the believers, men and women, when ye heard of the affair, put the best construction on it in their own minds and say this charge is an obvious lie? Why did they not bring 4 witnesses to prove it? when they have not brought the witnesses, such men in the sight of Allah themselves stand forth themselves as liars. Were it not for the grace and mercy of Allah on you in this world and the hereafter, a grievous penalty would have seized you in that you rushed glibly or glibly in this affair. Hope I pronounced this word properly. Behold, ye received it on your tongues, and said out of your mouths things of which you had no knowledge, and you thought it to be a light matter, while it was most serious in the sight of Allah. Most serious in the sight of Allah. 16. And why did you not, when you heard it, say, it is not right of us to speak of this? Glory to Allah, this is the most serious slander. 17. Allah doth admonish you that you may never repeat such conduct if you are true believers. 18. And Allah makes the signs plain to you, for Allah is full of knowledge and wisdom. I'm just reaching to 22, reading the ayats. 19. Those who love to see scandal published, broadcast among the believers, will have a grievous penalty in this life and in the hereafter. In this life and in the hereafter. Allah knows and you know not. What is the point you want to make out of all this? Please, first let me finish reading the ayats. There's a difference here that Mistah was punished by Holy Prophet, but Abu Bakr should not have stopped his, help, support for Mistah. Should have forgiven him. On one hand, there's the commentary, Shia commentary. So just coming to because it says verse 22 in the Surah Nur ayat is for Abu Bakr. Okay, so I'm just building, it's an introduction. So please bear patiently for now. Oh, you who okay, so where was I? 20th. Were it not for the grace and mercy of Allah on you, and that Allah is full of kindness and mercy, you would be ruined indeed. O you who believe, 21 verse. O you who believe, follow not Satan's footsteps. If any will follow the footsteps of Satan, he will but command what is shameful and wrong. And were it not for the grace and mercy of Allah on you, not one of you would ever have been pure. But Allah doth purify whom He pleases, and Allah is one who hears and knows all things. Verse 22, here is where I stop. Let not those among you who are endowed with grace and amplitude of means resolve by oath against helping their kinsmen. So the Shia said this verse is against Abu Bakr, because he took an oath and stopped his help against his kinsman Mistah. Those in want and those who have left their homes in Allah's cause. So it means that Mistah had left his home in Allah's cause. But Prophet Muhammad punished him. We are told in the commentary section under the ayat, the 11th ayat, I'm just forgetting, sorry, I have to go up back. Let them, so here Mistah, who took part in the slander against Al-Mu'mineen Aisha, and look what Allah said, I've just read all these verses. Oh, you believe, follow not Satan's footsteps. All this, right? So that's why I had to read all these ayats for you to see. And those who don't know, to slander a chaste woman is not even aware of the sin she's accused of is the gravest moral offense. Such slanderers are cursed in this life. Right? But here in the Shia say this 22nd ayat of Surah Nur is against Abu Bakr. I noticed this is also what the Sunni commentary says. Okay, so Sunni commentary says the same as Shia commentary says. Uh, so let them forgive and overlook. Do you not wish that Allah should forgive you? For Allah is of forgiving, most merciful. Well, it doesn't say here Sahih Bukhari or anything. It just says verse 22 refers to Abu Bakr, the father of Aisha, and Mistah, his cousin. Abu Bakr was given ample means by Allah. He used to support Mistah. But after this incident, he withdrew his help. According to the high standards of Islamic ethics, as said in this verse, a truly generous patron should not, in personal anger, withdraw his support even from a delinquent if he is in need. The general application holds good for all time. Those who desire that Allah should forgive their faults. So Abu Bakr, forgive your faults, must be forgiving and merciful in their dealings with men who have wronged them. Against Abu Bakr. This 22nd verse, so the commentary is put here under the 11th verse, Shia commentary. And then here we are told Mistah was a Sahabi above. This is also commentary under verse 11 of Surah Nur ayat. Mistah was a Sahabi, companion of the Holy Prophet, but because of his role in the incident, he was punished. Because of his role in the incident, he was punished by the Holy Prophet. Sender, you would, as Shias would say, must be punished, right? But Abu Bakr, it shows that every Sahabi was not righteous according to Allah's law. 4 witnesses have to be produced, even if the accusation is true. So the thing is that even for criminals, like delinquents, you know what are delinquents? My God, I hope I do justice to this. We're told not to remove your help and support. Delinquent meaning typically of a young person tending to commit crime, particularly minor crime. Failing in one's duty, neglectful, careless, lawless, law-breaking, criminal, offending, errant, badly behaved, troublesome, difficult, unmanageable. Excuse me, in Surah Kaf we are told Allah sent Khizr to kill the boy. Because Allah feared his parents were believers and that this boy will turn out to be like this, delinquent. लिंक दीजिए, किसका लिंक दें हम? कृष्णा मौर्य इस्कॉन, आपको किसका लिंक चाहिए? मल्टीलिंगुअल कुरान का, ये शिया वेबसाइट है. हाँ, अच्छा. तो ये look at this, right? On one hand, Shias are saying Hindi language. Sorry, I don't have Hindi language link or anything. अच्छा, इधर बता रहे हैं, they're saying that Mistah was punished for slander by the Holy Prophet, but that they're, on the other hand, they're saying, the Shia commentary, that verse 22 refers to Abu Bakr, the father of Aisha. He should not have removed his help and support since he had ample means by Allah. He used to support Mistah, but after this incident, he withdrew his help to Mistah. ज्वाइन करना था. Oh, sorry, I don't have the live stream link to send. Krishna Maria ISKCON. I don't have that link. Okay, now please concentrate on this topic. As it is, it's very difficult for me to talk about this. Great work, brother. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Krishna Maria ISKCON says. Namaste, namaste. Thank you, thank you. और रेड फ्लैग है. तो अगर आपको लिंक देने की क्या क्या आपको क्या बोलना है इधर, क्या इसका, आप तो इस्कॉन से हैं, तो ये कोई कृष्णा या राधा या का नहीं है, ये शिया कमेंट्री है. थैंक्स, थम्स अप. अच्छा, थैंक यू. अच्छा कह रहे हैं, यू मोस्ट वेलकम कृष्णा मरिया इस्कॉन. प्लीज़ देखें, ये मैं कोई बना रही नहीं हूँ, और ये हमारे मल्टीलिंगुअल मेरे पास शिया की साइट है, द नोबल कुरान एल बेत डिजिटल इस्लामिक लाइब्रेरी प्रोजेक्ट है. एक तरफ से ये मेंटल जिम्नास्टिक्स आपको करनी पड़ेगी, या हो गई है शिया के कमेंट्री सेक्शन में. वर्स 22, इधर सूरह नूर की वर्स 22 आयत refers to Abu Bakr. अच्छा, कृष्णा मौर्य इस्कॉन कह रहा है, नो प्लीज़ इट थोड़ा सा ना मेरे लिए बहुत मेरा माइंड, मैं अभी इससे पहले आई वॉज हैविंग every day new shock comes up, and I thank God that I left this religion, but emotionally I'm in a shock, so please bear with me. और मुझे थोड़ी डिफ़िकल्टी होती है समझाने में. मेरा आई हैव बिन अटैक्ड, मेरा रोज़ हालत ख़राब होती है, रोज़ हालत ख़राब रहती है. एवरी डे कंडीशन इज़ बैड, ब्रीदिंग प्रॉब्लम एंड ऑल दिस. तो प्लीज़ आप थोड़ा अपने कमेंट्स को थोड़ा वो रिज़र्व रखें. एक तरफ से कह रहे हैं कि अबू बकर को सपोर्ट नहीं हटानी चाहिए थी मिस्ता से. जो भी हो, अगर आप भी गुनहगार हैं, आप इसे माफ़ करेंगे. इसने तो रॉन्ग किया है आपके अगेंस्ट, आपकी बेटी के अगेंस्ट. यू नो आयशा वॉज अबू बकर्स daughter and the wife of Prophet Muhammad, and this is about slander on Aisha. Right? तो ये मुझे सही नहीं लगा. I didn't think this is right. On one hand, Shia commentary says that Mistah was punished by the Holy Prophet. You see here? Of the Holy Prophet. But because of his role in the incident, he was punished by the Holy Prophet. Mistah was punished. Your country name? I'm an ex-Pakistani. Krishna Maurya ISKCON. Please reserve your comments here. Otherwise, I'll have to time you out. And this is what I have to do, sorry. Okay? Look at this. Mistah was a Sahabi companion of the Holy Prophet. But because of his role in the incident, spreading rumors, scandal, rumor against Aisha, he was punished by the Holy Prophet. ये शिया तो नहीं आ गया डिस्गाइज में कृष्णा मौर्य इसका. इधर हम ट्रूथ के लिए देख रहे हैं, जस्टिस का ऑब्स्टिकल नहीं बने. Don't be an obstacle to justice and truth. ये देखें. और मेंटल जिम्नास्टिक्स क्या होता है अभी आपको करना है. शियाज कॉलिंग आउट टू शियाज. खाम अबू बकर को ब्लेम कर रहे हैं. Verse 22. So Abu Bakr should not have withdrawn his support for Mistah, who spread the rumor, and the ayat is given. 22. Those who, let not those among you who are endued with grace and amplitude of means resolve by oath against helping their kinsmen, those in want, and those who have left their homes in Allah's cause. Those in want and those. एक तरफ से, on one hand, but he has left Mr. On one hand, he did a terrible thing, which even Allah says in this ayat. You thought of it light, but Allah makes the signs plain to you. Where is it? Sorry. Why did you? Allah doth admonish you that you may never repeat such a conduct. You thought of it as a light thing. Why did not believers? Why did not bring for witnesses when they have brought in the sight of Allah themselves as liars? Were it not for the grace, behold, you receive. Allah, इधर एक verse है. Oh my God. On one hand this. On the other hand, this ayat, oh my goodness. And this is very, you took it as lightly. You took it lightly, this slander. Believers also. But in the sight of Allah, it is a heavy, most serious, grave sin. Wrong. Ayat is there. O you who believe, follow not Satan's footsteps. Idhar ye. Here it is like this. Ayat. And then what is there? Satan has washed his hands of them, saying, I see what you do not see. I fear Allah. And I know that the penalty of Allah is great. Punishment of Allah is great. Let not those among you who are endued with grace and amplitude of means resolve by oath against helping their kinsmen. Those in want and those who have left their homes in Allah's cause. Oh my God. So why did Abu Bakr withdraw his support from Mistah? Are you putting a wrong blame on Abu Bakr? And those who left their homes, adding this you're unjustifiably blaming Abu Bakr for taking an oath now not to support the one, his kinsmen, those in want, and those who have left their homes in Allah's cause. Do you see this part? How wrong to put this part here in this ayah 22 also. Against Abu Bakr, withdrawing support from Mistah. Did he withdraw because Mistah left his home in Allah's cause? What was the reason? How do you judge? Allah says in Surah Nisa, will you not go for war to help those against the oppressors, to help those oppressed women, children and men crying out to their Lord? Right? I just didn't finish the ayat properly, completely. How do you judge? Doesn't God say, how do you judge? Use your reason. How do you judge? Oh, he's put an unjustifiable blame on Abu Bakr. Those who have left their homes in Allah's cause. This is not the reason why Abu Bakr stopped helping Mistah financially or things like that. Support for Mistah. This is not the reason why. It's on slander, and God says it is a grave thing. But even Prophet Muhammad, we are told, Holy Prophet punished them, punished Mistah. It shows that every Sahabi was not righteous. So he was unrighteous. Mistah was unrighteous. But for Abu Bakr, against Abu Bakr, you say that this is not right. You are crying against Abu Bakr. What Abu Bakr did to Mistah. Oh my God. This verse in itself is unjustifiable, this part. How can you put this blame on Abu Bakr? Adding, those who have left their homes in Allah's cause. I was just going to show that this commentary is not right on one hand, and you might use mental gymnastics on me like you have used it here, Shias. Those who helping their kinsmen. He's getting him for Surah Tahrim. Aisha, he's getting Aisha and her father, Abu Bakr. No. Are you supposed to put this clause here in the Quran? No. You are blaming Abu Bakr unjustifiably. Sorry. So Shias, 1400 years, eminent religious scholars, those in want and those who have left their homes in Allah's cause. But this was Sahaba. On one hand, you're saying in the commentary section, Shias themselves, that Mistah was a Sahabi. He was an unrighteous person and he was punished by the Holy Prophet. But no, Abu Bakr, you are a sinner and you don't do this because then you will, so that let them forgive and overlook. Do you not wish that Allah should forgive you? For Allah is oft forgiving, most merciful. Those who slander chaste women, indiscreet, but believing, are cursed in this life and in the hereafter. For them is 23rd verse. Those who slander chaste women, indiscreet, but believing, are cursed in this life. Cursed. And in the hereafter, for them is a grievous penalty. Now look at this. Against Prophet Muhammad, I could have gone, here. Surah Azab, right? Those who spread rumors, hypocrites, find them, massacre them with a complete massacre. This also. Have you seen Surah Azab? Read this verse again? 60 to 62. What is it? Now it's about these hypocrites. If the hypocrites and those in whose hearts is disease and those who spread rumors in Al-Madinah do not cease, we will surely incite you against them. Then they will not remain your neighbors therein except for a little. This is not even your city. Move away. But then comes 61. Accursed. Wherever they are found being seized and massacred completely. You'll say that Holy Prophet was sinless. He didn't have to forgive them, even if they wronged him. Like this, spreading false rumors against him. But Abu Bakr is told, forgive, because on the one hand is accursed, wherever they are found, seized, and massacred completely. You know what this means. I went through this long time ago. 62. This is the established way of Allah with those who passed on before, and you will not find in the way of Allah any change. Please, I'm here to show you. And it was hurting me before. It's very difficult. So anyone coming here with, trying to distract me, I can't even get up. I have to now go and have some my dinner, my second meal of the day, right? And I wasn't getting up. It is disturbing for me still. Cursed he will be. So, mental gymnastics. Please, I'm on Facebook before coming here. Let's work this out. Did I see this properly? Have I? Those who have left their homes in Allah's cause? Boils my blood now. I just had enough. Sorry, and I'm very disgusted with both the Islamic side, the whole Shia Sunni Muslim Islam, Shia Sunni Islam. Okay? I've had enough. Please, this is not justice. This is not justice. Support Mista. And how the verse goes. Forget the commentary now. Okay, no. Consider the commentary, but those who have left their home. But they were unrighteous. Slanderers. Holy Prophet, we are told in the Shia commentary, punished him. And you're putting this blame on Abu Bakr, those who have left their homes in Allah's cause? No, this was not the reason why. He took an oath not to help his kinsmen. And please don't put it in plural. Kinsmen, this ayat. It's about Mista alone, who spread rumors. Rumor against Aisha, false. And for Saladin, for your information, there's a lot. He made Aisha in the Sunni commentary, tafsirs. He made Rasulullah made Aisha cry like anything. She was in her parents' house, left for days until Wahi came that she was innocent. Oh, there's a lot more in terrible what he did to Aisha, Prophet Muhammad and his Allah. I think for 1 month or something, delayed. Aisha was now in her parents' house, sent there perhaps. And Ali was coming, and Abu Bakr was coming, and Umar was coming. Forgive her and this. Please don't do this to her. I've read the whole Sunni tafsir on this, by the way, Salahuddin, and I felt that this prophet purposely did this against Aisha. Wahi was delayed for many days, if not a month. Please check Sunni commentary. There, I can tell you for sure it proves by reading those commentaries of the Sunnis that he planned it. Why didn't Allah send the Wahi there and then? Why make her cry and be in distress for many days? Not only 1 day. And even if it was for 1 day, why? Since now after one day, Allah decides I am going to say that she's innocent. No, don't even 1 hour. Immediately send it. Justice should be served immediately. Stand for justice, ayat. Stand for justice, ayat. Even it be against what? Where is it? Stand for justice, even it be against the poor. Now before this, I think I've opened many. 135 is it? Oh, you have believed, be constantly upright with equity with others. You know what equity is and what justice. Witnesses for Allah, even if it be against yourselves or your parents and nearest kin. But there you're blaming Abu Bakr about removing support from a nearest kinsman. Kinsman. Here you're saying this. In case the person is rich or poor, who cannot support himself but has to work, or maybe someone is supporting him, then Allah is the best patron for both. So do not ever follow prejudice so as to do justice. In case you twist or veer away, then surely Allah has been ever cognizant of whatever you do, Dr. Khali. This goes against Prophet Muhammad and Allah. In those verses, in that verse, and that commentary, Shia commentary, and that verse of Surah Nur, ayat 22. But we want to do this, however disgusted I am. You see, I may say certain things now against some Shias, but I'm not going to harm them, kill them. I already have on my head a death penalty. Not only according to Sunni school of thought, but Shia school of thought. Shia Islam. Do you see now how unreasonable, unjustifiable it is? Even if it be nearest, even if he be nearest of kin of yours. Uphold justice and bear witness to God. Oh my goodness. So we don't want to harm Shias or Sunnis. We want to help them out of this religion and show them, by showing them through the Quran ayahs, how unreasonable, unjustifiable this is. Unjustified. This is not Allah. This is Shaitan. So to help the Muslims, right? What is this? So I leave you. Again, please remember. Please remember, I leave you. We want helping Muslims come out of Islam and worshipping Shaitan. This is my cause, not by hurting anyone. Surah Araf, verse 17. It is stated that Shaitan tells Allah about mankind, then I will come upon them from the front and from the rear and from the right and from the left, and you will not find most of them thankful. And then in Surah Ibrahim, verse 34, Allah says here, and He has granted you all that you asked Him for. If you try to count Allah's blessings, you would never be able to number them. Indeed, humankind is truly unjust or unfair, totally ungrateful disbelievers, meaning. So Allah says more of the negative about mankind than Shaitan says Okay, here we have a comment, so I have to pause. I was going to go, but I remember Salahuddin is saying this beautiful verse. They have it on there, on some building of the Harvard University, as one of the best sayings on justice. I'm sorry, they are ignorant people. They don't know Islam in depth, the truth about Islam. I think also, don't they have Sadi's thing about humankind? Sadi's poem, We Are One Humanity. Do they have this verse about justice? Are they, what's this? Surah Nisa. Sorry, this website has not, it's not Al Imran, okay? It's Surah Nisa at 135. Are you talking about this? Surah, yeah, most probably. 135, right? Salahuddin? Salahuddin says this beautiful verse, they have it on there. They have it there on on some building of Harvard University as one of the best saying on justice. It's terrible. On one hand, you see, oh God, I should tell them Harvard University. Okay, like I also take the best saying from Jesus Christ, he who has not sinned shall cast the first stone. Right? He who has not sinned shall cast. I can take the best sayings of Jesus Christ from the Bible, from the Old Testament. What was it? True love casteth out all fear. And how ironic it is, but how saddened I am to find this out. Had this Harvard University knew, in depth, had studied this Quran like I am showing you, taking a shortcut also. Okay, so even the devil gives something. You see, Jiddu Krishnamurti said, right? Even the devil says has some good in it. Organized religion. The devil. Oh, Jiddu, so used to. I hope I'm not infringing upon copyright issues. If I am, and it's compromising my email private. You may remember the story of how the devil and a friend of his were walking down the street when they saw ahead of them a man stoop down and pick up something from the ground. Look at it and put it away. Look at it and put it away in its pocket. The friend said, the friend said to the devil, "What did that man pick up?" "He picked up a piece of truth," said the devil. "That is a very bad business for you, then," said his friend. "Oh, not at all." The devil replied, "I am going to let him organize it." This joke was taken from one of Jiddu Krishnamurti's seminal speeches when he disbanded the Order of the Star, an organization that was created by the Theosophical Society in 1911 to make way for the next world teacher, i.e. J. Krishnamurti. Krishnamurti rejected this messianic role and gave a speech entitled "Truth is a Pathless Land." And in doing so, he dissolved the Order of the Star in front of its 3,000 members who, you see, Tom Das, thank you, don't mean any copyright infringements. Okay, anything else, Salahuddin, that you want to say? So, a piece of justice, yeah. An ayat on justice. The best saying on justice. How ironic. Yeah, we do this all the time. You know? I mean, they can take this one. Khawf, Shaitan fears Allah. Do you not see what I see? Waiting for any questions regarding this topic. Sorry, I cannot send a StreamYard link, a live stream link for you to talk here. I don't know how to do that. I'm looking for someone who would share their channel and help me. So, together with someone, ex-Muslim, who is reliable, trustworthy. And so we can send you the link here. But please stay on the topic right now. Do not see what I see. Shaitan says. Again, this verse I keep forgetting. My memory, I'm a kind of traumatized here, but still go on. So I don't want this to be a long live stream. Oh, you have believed, do not follow the footsteps of Satan. Indeed, he enjoined those who believe fight. Verily, I fear Allah. Where's that? I fear Allah. I fear Allah. Please have a look at the ayats I've given previously in the commentary section. If you are a Shia, and please don't harm any Shia or anyone. Indeed, I see what you do not see. Surah Anfal ayat. "48. Okay, now I'm here. Just quickly. And remember when Satan made their deeds pleasing to them and said, no one can overcome you today from among the people. And indeed, I am your protector. But when the two armies sighted each other, he turned on his heels and said, indeed, I am disassociated from you. Indeed, I see what you do not see. Indeed, I fear Allah, and Allah is severe in penalty." So Shaitan also has some good in him. Now we are told in this ayat, how can it be like this? How can it be like this? So it was, how he's shown pleasing to you, fight the disbelievers, is Allah has shown it very pleasing to you, this fighting. How do you judge? There in Surah Nisa, help the oppressed, men, women and children. There in Surah Tawbah, fight those who do not believe in Allah and do not make lawful what Allah has made lawful until they pay the jizya. Subdue them until they willingly pay jizya, but they are under duress. How can the will be? So Salahuddin, are you sure about this? It's like taking from the devil also some good things, learning from the devil. Are you sure that Harvard University has this saying on justice? this verse? But then this spoils it. There's a spoiler, emotional damage, like Rob Christian would say. Sorry, I did. Oh my God, but this is terrible. Oh my God, so let not those among you who are endued with grace and amplitude of means resolve by oath against helping their kinsmen when he was helping Osman bin Affan. He's called doing nepotism by the Shias. Shia Imams, yeah, and thereafter Ali. And please see this, because I am. Do you have a soft corner for? Look, I also have a soft corner, but some of the Shia Muslims, if you come here like disguised as a Hindu or a Christian, don't do this. Don't do this kind of taqiyya. You see, I have a soft corner for the Shias. But don't do this taqiyya thing. It's soft terrorism. Giving Christianity a bad name. It's deception. It's dishonesty. Come up with all your cards open on the table, facing. Don't do this. You have any soft corner for Shia Islam? Look, I'm not saying go. My thing is that I get angry and all this, and I took some filthy Shias lying, using Christianity. That I will not accept. Giving a bad name to Christianity, like Sam Shawan, I suspect very strongly. Syrian, filthy, this, that, okay? And stop Shia. This is dishonesty. Our ulamas had said in Palestine, you don't go with the suicide bombing against Yahudis, Israel. It's haram. It's not recommended, or it's haram, something like this. So don't do it. Some Shias also may have had enough with the extremism in Islam. I hope you know by now where I'm coming from. But I have my this thing, right? Bouts and all that. And I don't falsely accuse people and abuse people like, when I was in my right mind. But now there's a force and it says things to me and it stops me. And I say, I'm going to say it on, because when your shins would be laid bare, then I suspect that they are not true, but I don't have the energy to fight. So please, no false accusations, abuse, right? You are in your right mind, right? You haven't been challenged like me mentally, physically, breathing problem, my whole energy draining. You have no idea. It's like bleeding, and inside bleeding. You have no idea how I felt. So please don't do this since you haven't gone through this. And if you have been through covert narcissism, I would advise you to take help. But there's another thing on me, black magic and God knows what attack. And on one side, the force tells me that this has happened. They have to take me to the past to make me realize any deep kind of betrayal or some secrets left over, harm done to my mother. That has to be brought out. And it's being told to me recently by my mother's aunt's Devi. She had a Devi. So I don't falsely accuse people or abuse them in a way that Sam Shaman has, calling me little whore and all this. And how can such a person then, help Christianity, says Holy Spirit, and what? Savior of Christianity. Okay, so this, anything else? 1 hour ago. I think I'm going to put the reason why I don't put make a video on this, short video, is because I might do it again. I'll have to come back again. And I would prefer that people coming here asking me things, even Hindu name here. Okay? No Brahman Husseini is trying to distract me. Or even Salahuddin brother. Once I'm done with it, because it's very hard for me. I haven't had my food and I don't know how I'll get up. Probably sit here, have some 5, 6. I'm getting up. Another spoon of supari, until I get up. It takes time. And I'm not exaggerating, yeah? So please be careful. I've been sleeping and getting up. Unable to wash my face properly, so sorry. I have to say these things. I don't mean harm, but I do sometimes. I'm very disgusted now with this religion. Look at this. This is unfair. 22nd ayat, and even the commentary is unfair. Shia commentary. So I'm sorry if you have a soft corner for the Shias and you have any fear for the Shias. But Islam, this Abu Bakr, I'm standing up for because of the ayats I see, right? And the commentary was a polytheist, not a Muslim like the Shia, Sunnistic him. But I'm grateful now that at least the Sunnis take him as the first Rashidun Caliph. You see, karma and whatnot. Because of all this, you have conflicts. You can't see it. This I want to erase. So very few were with Jiddu Krishnamurti, and very few will understand me and will be with me. Very few understood even Jesus Christ, we are told. Very few. So I will have a lot of this thing, but I can't take it anymore. Okay? I'll have to come back. Short. Explain it again. Maybe in detail. Sit here. Chew on it. Maybe another short one. I don't know when it's going to be short for me, the live stream. So that my Sunni, my Shias, who please leave that now and see it. Leave anything that you have been emotionally brainwashed. You have loved Imam Hussein. I left it. You see, there in the ayat says, even if it be against your kin. Here it blames Abu Bakr wrongly. even including this ayat, how those who have left their homes in Allah's cause? No, no, you can't put it here like this. Then you're saying the Holy Prophet, why did he punish Mistah? He left for Allah's home, Allah's cause. He left his home for Allah's cause. Sorry. See, I have to take time to explain. When I was supposed to go and have some food, soup or something, like calm down my nerves. I'm in extreme case here. So please make it easy for me. I appreciate, Salahuddin, I appreciate your help. But still, can you please make it easy for me? And cooperate. I know there are jerks out there and could use this, but that's not my this thing. It is my responsibility, again, yes, but I care for the Shia's wholesomeness. Please see this. Because we say ziyarat-e-warisa. Oh, I don't want to go there. Okay, so ziyarat-e-warisa is what? Who upheld right and wrong? Differentiating between right and wrong? Upholding the right? Oh God, terrible. So it's a nightmare every day, every night. Every day, I don't know, my nights have I don't know. Days are nights and nights are nights. I haven't gotten proper sun. So I really do care for the Shias. Anything I've missed? So please, okay, understand, be understanding, and once you see the injustice, leave. Would you not leave where there are lies? Please, because in Surah Zariyat, again, do I have to go to Surah Zariyat here? How many did he get killed? What does it say here? This has been on. A man himself cannot reach. Oh, goodness. You see how they have to. They haven't given me the direct verse here. What is qutila? Kill the liars. Destroyed are the misinformers. Slain. Dr. Khali is right. You see, your own translators put here. Slain. Dr. Khali's translation of Surah Zariyat Ayat 10. It also means, it has a wide connotation. It's open to interpretation, this word, qatala. What if someone takes it as a Dr. Ghali took it and has put it here? Slain are the constant conjecturers. So instead of blaming me, please hush, hush, hush. Don't say anything against the Shia Islam. Don't say anything against Shias. Hush, hush, hush. Don't you think I care for the Shias? I'm just saying stop this deception, deceiving others, and deceiving yourself. And if you follow this tyrant, giving Christianity also has very high spirit, Like it is more spiritual than this practical fight and all this wars and all. So if you are giving a bad name to Christianity, I will try to stop you. As a Shia, if I suspect you are something from Syria, and if you follow a tyrant, according to this Quran, what is it? You will become a tyrant. Or you, yes. See, Ziyarate Nahniya or what? Ziyarate, oh sorry, Ziyarate Ashura. Huh? Those Ziyarat who helped, who were with Yazid, who smiled. Ziyarat Ashura. And the curses against, right? What will it make you? And if I could find Ziyarat Ashura. No killing. But I'm just saying, through the Quran ayats, helping, just being on the side of the tyrant, you are a tyrant yourself. I mean, just putting it succinctly, summing it down, the Quran ayats. Those who aid, those who are with the tyrants, are the tyrants. Shias, you know very well. Okay, so I got my mad bouts recently against Sam Shamoun, and so I said against Shias. So I apologize for that, but against the Shias, what I said. But I will have to be very blunt now and tell you. Sometimes a slap is good, right? I mean, in words. I mean, I'm not slapping you physically. Okay, thank you very much, Salahuddin. Thank you very much. God bless you, your family members. Krishna Maria is gone. When you come here, please stick to the topic. Otherwise, you'll be timed out. I'm really sorry because you're not on the topic. And why should you be here when this is help for the Shias, not help for the Hindus? Thank you so much.